Hello YouTube. Well, the good news is I've made it here on time. Not without an insane amount of effort on my part, though. Dang. So it's 6:31 p.m. Monday, January 31st, 2022. Walking over the bridge to Amazon and the 79th Avenue I-10 bridge. And I'm just walking here on the space where the buses pull in. Because A, that sidewalk goes out of the dang way, and B, I know those tree branches hit me in the face every time I try to do it. So I'm over that. And I'm walking over here to the far side because that spill I took falling down, coming up, trying to get to the sidewalk on the through this little break in the fence on the towards the east side of this bridge, on the south side of the bridge, but like the east edge of it, however you'd say that. I'm not trying to go through that again. I'm really lucky I didn't hurt myself, to be honest. Really, really lucky. My thing is when I was going, I just hung on to the chain link. And I honestly thought it was more solidly attached to the cement barricade. I do see somebody walking ahead of me, but I think they're walking with a dog. Or it could be that other coworker that I saw last week. Honestly, looking forward to showing the guy that I rode home with yesterday. He was on the bus with me on the Route 3, and then ended up catching the train. After I went to the bank, I walked right over to the train station by the old courthouse for Maricopa County Superior Court, and sure as shit, I get on the train. He's already on the train at the station. Ended up sitting there and chatting all the way till I got to what do you call it? Tickets Gateway Community College, where I got off and walked over to my storage. I need to be cautious, pay attention. This is so sketchy. I think rather than trying to walk straight down the bank, let's go walk on this edge here. I wonder if anybody on the freeway is noticing me. That's a little bit farther and it felt considerably safer. This is something EDOT really needs to fix. It's fucking ridiculous that it doesn't just properly connect 71st Street, or sorry, 79th Avenue. It doesn't put, wow, look at that, you can tell, it's not light enough for y'all to see it, but there's like a big hole there. You can tell homeless people have a fire pit going on. The side is all stained with smoke. Yeah, no, it's just absolutely ridiculous that this doesn't properly connect to 79th Avenue. Going southbound. There's so many people that work over here that could really benefit from being able to drive, being able to exit there at 79th Avenue, especially during the time period where it's a carpool lane. And I see that, being a thing that would kind of encourage people to carpool to these warehouses, people to work on the day shift. And as for the people that work on the night shift, it'd just be convenient to have, but all around, especially during rush hour traffic, it would certainly cut back on the amount of traffic going through the intersections of 75th Avenue at I-10 and also 83rd Avenue at I-10, both of which are busy. So anyway, the end of the last video, I tried to shoot video twice while I was downtown, and on one I got a minute into it, and then got the infamous out of space when I'm not really out of space error, and I had to reboot the phone. And then the second time I went to do it, I was looking at the app, and it showed that the bus hadn't left yet, and it was like 6. The bus is supposed to show up there at 6:11, and it showed up at about 6:12, which is perfectly fine. But at 6:10, it was showing 6:09, 6:10, somewhere in there. It was showing that it was late, that they were expecting it to show up at 6:21 or 6:22, and it showed it sitting stationary over by the Capitol building, where the route starts there at 19th Avenue and Jefferson. Yeah, I don't know what was up with that, because, and of course I wasn't watching the tracking to see if it suddenly, like, tracking. I did notice when I got on the bus and I checked the transit app that it showed that it had arrived. It showed that it had already arrived late at either 6:21 or 6:22, which was super weird, because at the time I looked at it, it was still only about 6:13. So there's definitely some weird bugs within the LA Metro Transit app. All right, so I'm going to walk down the bike lane, because this sidewalk here also suffers from tree branches that hit me in the face when I try to walk on it. And this one, I'm pretty sure, is the responsibility of Amazon. Come on, Amazon, do better. You do actually have employees that walk on this sidewalk. All right. So yeah, the last video I ended at Castaways. I was walking to Castaways to try to download the Lyft app, because it just simply wasn't. I mean, it was trying to download it on my hotspot from my Obama phone, but it was, I don't know what the deal was. At one point it was about 3/4 downloaded, and it was taking forever while I was sitting there waiting with a single mom and her 3 little girls. Well, the 2 older ones were girls. The little baby, it looked like a newborn, was all wrapped up in the stroller. I feel so bad for that woman. She ended up taking off on foot, and said something about having to go get a prescription at Walmart, but they needed to hurry up because the pharmacy was closed. And yeah, I wouldn't want to walk. I mean, I'm assuming the Walmart she was going to would be the one over at the strip mall formerly known as Tower Plaza, which is at about 36th Street and Thomas. And this fool coming out the parking lot has no headlights on. Well, it looks like he smashed into somebody with his car. Yeah, I wouldn't want to walk to that Walmart from where we were waiting, which was about halfway between 52nd Street and 48th Street on McDowell. I wouldn't want to walk from there to the Walmart at 36th and Thomas by myself, let alone pushing a stroller with two little itty bitty. I mean, I think the toddler was probably still in diapers. God, the kid was cute as fuck. It makes me miss my girls being that young, just all bouncy and full of energy, and not really talking yet, but just kind of babbling. At least that kid was having a really good time. No concept of what a shitty situation she's in. The other little girls seemed pretty much okay. The mother had given the kid the cell phone, so she was watching videos, which is, popular pacifier for little kids. I think it's kind of sad. I mean, I get it, and I've done the same thing with Lily, but But yeah, once the mom was like, realized that they had missed the bus, or not missed the bus, but that the bus wasn't going to show up, and I showed her what was happening in the app, and she realized that, they were going to be there for another 30 minutes. They were walking. The older girl was like, no, I want to wait for the bus. I don't want to walk. I don't blame her. I wouldn't want to walk that either. Sad they clearly didn't have the means to, get rideshare. So I did. It was like, I think it was like $14, and I threw the driver a couple dollars cash. Getting a lift was kind of disastrous. The driver I got was pretty cool and did get me to downtown on time, thank God. But yeah, I guess I'll explain that when I'm on my way to Amazon. I'm going in. I need to eat some food before my shift.